I just want to be the best. I don't want to necessarily be better than anybody or nothing like that, but I just want to maximize me. Jabari Smith Jr. is a consensus top 3 pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. The 6'10" forward from Auburn showed his unique skill set as a sniper with amazing defensive potential. But I want to take a deeper dive into what makes Jabari such a tantalizing prospect who could be the NBA's next prodigy.
Better find Smith. They did. He shoots. He's fouled. And it goes! Jabari Smith.
Jabari Smith Jr. is a shooter. Like, real deal shooter, bro. On the season, Jabari shot 42% from the three-point line on 5.5 attempts a game. And these shots just weren't like stand in the corner, catch a swing, they leaving him wide open. No, these were threes that shot in a bit of variance. And like I said, he shot 42%, which is highly efficient. And mind you, this is a player that just turned 19 years old and is 6'10". This makes him a highly valuable piece on the floor, and the shooting was used in a bunch of different ways that I think will translate to the NBA. So let's take a look at some of these shots he was taking from the three-point line. Firstly, catch and shoot. Catch and shoot is obviously an arsenal. He has the ability to dot defenders' eyes when they close out on him. It don't really matter, you know what I'm saying? If a defender's drawing in on the action, late close out, boom, right in your face, right in the middle of your forehead. He's gonna make the three. He makes tough threes. He makes a lot of those. Trail threes. Building off the catch and shoot, let's add a little bit more to it. In these clips against Jacksonville State, Jabari shot trail threes with ease, like real ease, like real light. Hit 4 trail threes in this game, with 3 of them coming in the second half. Now, off-screen threes. On this possession, Auburn is in a horn set with Jabari on one elbow and Walker Kessler on the other. Walker goes to set up a screen for Zeb Jasper, and Jabari is walking this man into the paint to sell this ball screen. Then, Walker Kessler comes off the ball screen and sets a pin down for Jabari to get a clean catch and shoot over the defender for a 3. Dot his eye. Off the dribble threes, there were a few situations where Jabari pulled up for a 3 and he drained it. And these were few and far between, but oh my lord, they were impressive. Like this possession here against Tennessee. He sets a screen that's rejected by Wendell Green, and he gets the pass back, hops into his bag real quick, put the ball on the floor into a cross, into a step back tray. It's crazy. Or this one against Arkansas. In the game, they need a 3. Jabari gets a handoff and proceeds to dribble into a step back contested 3 that is cash money.
There's Ole Miss hanging around, down by 4. Smith can't leave him behind the
down twice. But Johnson's toughness personified. The delay. Got the puppy set. He did.
Moving in a little bit, Jabari's shooting touch is also effective inside the arc too. He's shown a really nice one dribble pull up as a counter to his catch and shoot 3. He also has a post fade that he uses against smaller guards to effectively take advantage of those matchups. In the same way that Jabari can score from 3, he can do it in the mid range by attacking closeouts and being quick to get into a turnaround fade on post ups and catching and jabbing and dotting your goddamn eye, bro. It's crazy how many jump shots this kid makes contested, bro. It makes no sense, bro. And on a sneaky tip, he draws a lot of fouls with rip throughs and pump fakes and jumping into your defender. This is a veteran. That's a vet move, bro.
3 of 29 on the season, below 10%. Well, and a foul there.
I think the Auburn bench is the separator for them in this league right now. They have 2 of everything, and it's their defensive depth, Rabbi, that has
within 7. It's actually lost 4 straight to Auburn. 48th meeting between these two. Martin whistle.
Now let's get into some potentials with Jabari. Jabari has flashed his ability to create off the bounce too. Jabari has a quick first step that can cover a ton of ground, and he has a budding dribble drive game. There were some possessions where he catches swing pass, jab, rip through, and get downhill. Or in some cases when he caught the ball a bit far out of his territory, he just put the ball on the floor and used his handle and quickness to get by his defender. This was few and far between, but this can become a real skill for him to add to his game and take it to the next level. He's just got to tighten up his handle a bit, and I think it'll get there with time. Jabari has also showed some passing acumen too. A bunch of passes off flex cuts and screens, and some good passes on drives attacking closeouts, and just some good decisions, swing and flow passes. Jabari has showed the potential that he can provide teams with the ultimate package of just being able to do everything on the floor. And speaking of doing everything, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, if you're enjoying this, bro. Go ahead and do that. Now back to the video.
And Jabari Smith won that battle. Woo! Boy.
Jabari Smith Jr. is a Swiss Army knife defensively. He can do quite a bit of everything on defense. Guard the perimeter, block shots in the paint, effective in help defense, stripping people in the paint, getting steals, digs, all that, etc., etc. Now, I want to show you guys some of these skills in action. Jabari's most eye-popping ability defensively is his ability to guard on the perimeter. He's 6'10" and 220 pounds, but he can slide them puppies. You hear me? Slide them puppies. I want to show you these two possessions against Alabama on their two guards. This first one is him out on the perimeter guarding Javon Quinterly, who's a super quick guard who loves to get paint touches. Javon clears out and tries to attack Jabari, but he's sliding them puppies like I just told you. Quick and long steps as he shuts off Javon's drive and strips him and gets a steal. The second clip is from the second time Auburn and Alabama played. This possession is against their other guard, Jaden Shackelford, who's more tilted towards scoring. This is on a secondary break after a bucket, and Jaden catches the ball on the empty side of the floor and is surveying. He's using his jab steps and all that, but Jabari is choppy with them feet. He's moving, he's showing hands to disrupt what Jaden has going on. Jaden tries to drive him, but the same way Javon did, and it turned out the same way. He tries to get by him. Jabari takes long strides to recover, shut off the driver lane, and get another steal. Protecting the paint, Jabari is a pretty good shot blocker as well. He's specifically good at help defense with picking up players in transition and getting more than a few stocks. Let's look at Jabari's exploits and help side defense at the rim. This first possession is against Miami, inside pick and roll. Isaiah Wong rejects the screen and drives KD Johnson. And as he gets by KD Johnson, Jabari darts off of his guy that he's guarding and gets to the rim to stifle the layup. This second one is more help defense to stifle something at the rim. Jabari's on the left elbow, and the guard that's driving the ball on the right side, he beat Allen Flanagan. Jabari peels off his man to successfully come over and help, but he stays patient on this time, times his jump, and successfully blocks his shot. And lastly, this is just like quick reaction, shut him down in transition. Look at where Jabari is on the floor. Look, the guard from South Carolina is pushing the ball down the floor, and it just so happens to work out that Jabari has to pick him up. He picks him up just past half court and defends the drives, keeps pace with him, and give me that! Give me that! With these skills, I think he'll be a great defender in the NBA with his quick feet, read and react traits, and his feel for the game. And I think that will translate over time as he matures, and his game will reach that potential where he can become a great defender in the league. He'll go through his peaks and valleys as a rookie and as a young player in general, like maybe first 3-4 years of his career. Players really go through that in general, finding themselves and things like that. But I think Jabari will be a definitive plus on the defensive end. Closing it out, with the skills that I laid out for you guys here today, I maintain that Jabari Smith is worthy of being one of the top picks in this year's NBA draft. He could go number 1, he could go number 2, he could go number 3. But I don't think he'll drop out of the top 3. If he does, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And my best pitch for Jabari would be, number 1, beat Orlando Magic. Putting him next to guys like Franz Wagner and a guy like Wendell Carter Jr., getting him in that mix with Chuma Okeke as well. I think that'll fit well, especially with the impending contract of Jonathan Isaac, because he hasn't played in 2 years. So, I mean, what you gonna do with that? OKC would be another good fit. They need size. They need wings / forwards, combo forwards, whatever you want to call them. Those are the two teams that I would love to see him on. But other than that, man, that's all I got for y'all. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend and all that. And see y'all next week with another draft profile. Stay cozy.